to Isles of Murtagh. Ha ha ha! Oh, did I scare you, friends? Or do you genuinely want to fly? No. I don't know if I'll get much reading done tonight because I have some behind the scenes blog stuff which is exporting to YouTube that I need to get caught up on. And I need to put away clothing, so I might not finish not get through a lot of the Dune book I'm reading tonight. And it's just killing me that I have to keep on waiting to read Murtagh. And the thing is, if I was like nearly to the midway point of my Dune book, I'd be like, okay, I guess I'll just, read and finish Murtagh, since if it's anything like the Inheritance Cycles book, other Inheritance Cycle books, it should be relatively easy to finish. But I'm like less than 100 pages of the Dune book, and I'm reading. Oh, Joa! Oh my gosh! Look at you! Look at you! Yeah! OMG. Hey! Jorah Ghost, you're... Jeez. Oh, anyway, about the Dune book, I'm sorry, I got distracted by the circus that is my birds. Dune book I mean is Dune House Corino. Okay, now I figure out where I am. Is it nighttime? I don't think it's nighttime. No, you can only sleep at night. Okay. It's just really rainy. Let's see if we have any... Okay, now I can see things. If we have any, not red tail, but redstone dust, I think I can have enough materials to build basically something indicating to me if it's night or day. Because sometimes with the rain it is hard AF to figure out. So let's see. Like, watched the latest episode of Rick and Morty today, where like the episode began with a warning about if this contains like some things of people committing suicide. I was like, okay, that's ominous. But I mean, this must be really bad. And the episode begins with Spaghetti Thursday. And everyone's really happy, and me and Brian are just like, what's going on? This is too happy. Oh, I don't have redstone. It's like too happy, like Rick and Morty is not a show where people are that level of happy. It's extremely, extremely unusual. Then it's like you quickly find out this spaghetti is people. And yeah, it's like, okay, it's back to normal. Something really messed up is happening, but it's, you know, the normal type of messed up for the show, so it's not really that bad. Here we go. Chopping down trees, having a grand old time. Yeah. Oh, I finally finished watching a playthrough of Alan Wake 2. It's really good. It might take me a few days to figure out what I'm thinking, watching a few other videos, like analyzing it so I can... I'm not good with symbolism. Like, that is definitely my weak point. I remember in college I had to have someone, a professor, sort of reassure me that, you know, people needing to look things up like that is a-okay. It doesn't mean I'm like a bad person or anything. So there might be, and there's definitely some deep analysis to be made of Alan Wake 2. I mean, you could read the whole Alan Wake, the first Alan Wake game, about Sam Lake dealing with his own writing issues and issues around fans and such. Definitely go on for a while, and so there's probably stuff connected to Sam Lake's life, as well as analyzing things, I guess, through a writer's perspective, which I just happen to be. I know if you use AI to write your book, you're not a writer. Are there parts of writing I don't really like? Yeah. And the funny thing is, it depends on what stage I am in the writing process to go, I hate this part the most. I really wish I was at this part again. Yeah. But on a surface level, Alan Wake 2 is about this continuing torments of Alan Wake. And at the end of the first Alan Wake game, he wrote this book. He was starting on a sequel to Departure called Return, which, if you're unaware, the Departure as a name was a reference to the hero's journey. Departure, they leave, you know, the ordinary life. Initiation, they become used to the world, and then they return to, you know, the world they were once a part of and was once the only reality they knew. And so, definitely seemed like Alan Wake, if it was going to be a set story, would be like 3 games. And, you know, wondering how they were going to handle, you know, this. They were going to handle doing the hero's journey, because you can't go right from departure to return. But since the Dark Place works on, like, a better term, writer's logic, that just wouldn't be possible. I guess there were theories that Alan Wake's American Nightmare was actually Initiation. But this game revealed that nope. That's Alan's journey for the most part in the game is labeled as Initiation, while Saga Anderson's storyline throughout the majority of the game is labeled as Return. So, yeah, that's Alan's still on his initiation, and I'll have to look up more about Ascension in terms of, you know, the hero's journey or something similar. Some formula, basically a little writing formula. Which is better than math formula, because writing formulas have verbs. I was going to say letters, but we have algebra. Oh, I only had 5 for some reason. Ah, well. What you gonna do? Gonna do when they come for you, bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Do, 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 do. Okay, just in case one of you nutcases wants to be in the water. Oh, thought that was a dog for some effing reason. Oh, not a dog. Dogs aren't commonly made of wood, I guess. Oh, there's sheep. Yes. Ah. Yes. Okay. We're cooking with gas now, folks. Okay. Wood, we don't have to bother. Actually, we don't have to craft the beds here, which is good because that means we can do more with the wool. Now we can carry more wool, therefore technically I guess you could say more beds. This This is nice. It's raining here, but I mean, I'm building a house on an island of mushrooms. That is just not something you can really do in real life. I come from Florida, so I know odd things can happen, but dude, there are definitely limits. I seen a sheep, or is it just sand? Just sand. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's go back to where I prefer to harvest trees. Why do I prefer to harvest them? I don't know. Okay, here we go. Getting more wood until we can finally return to Navi. Yeah, Alan Wake 2. And so, yeah, I already talked about Alan Wake and Saga Anderson. And yeah, I think I really said all I can say. But Alan Wake's story is trying to escape the dark place. And he gets Saga involved, as he thinks she can help him escape. And so his storyline's all based on that, and gaining a better understanding of what the dark place actually is. And meeting some new friends and allies along the way. Learning more of Thomas Zane, who seemed to be a helpful force in the first game, and you seem like a little cray-cray. I mean, you're trapped in the dark place, so I can't say I blame him. I'm going to try something really stupid. Let's see. Will any of... Okay, guess nothing collapsed. Never mind. I wanted to do something stupid, but something saved me. I don't know why. Here's the sheep. Oh, you're so cute. Oop. Okay. Yeah. And then Saga Anderson, who's suddenly just pulled into this world. Her main objective is really understanding, and once her daughter is put in danger, she's of course doing it to save her daughter. That's really her main motivation. And she learns stuff about her family history, the fact that her mind place is a supernatural force, which was something I was sort of curious about as the game went on, because her deductions about people, how it was showing, the game was showing that happening, I was like, it feels like there's some supernatural elements, because I don't know how, an actual detective or FBI agent could put all these pieces together by the information she began with. because it turns out that the Andersons, the family she's from, have all been like, blessed with the gift of being able to tell when the dark place changes facts from life, from, you know, their lives and other people's lives. And yep, she is related to Tor and Odin, who are some really awesome characters from the first games. It's great that in the second game we get a lot more from them. So, there are twists and turns on for everyone. They all learn more about themselves. Trying to simplify what happens. There's going to be spoilers, but if you're not already familiar with the universe, it's not really that bad. Because some of the terms I'll be using are definitely a little out there. So, let's get the wool down here. Oh, sheep. So, it turns out that Thomas Zane tried to write Return to get them both out of there with Alan at first. But then when Alan refused, Zane decided, oh, I'll just start working with this Mr. Scratch character. Mr. Scratch, who was imitating, not Roderick, I'm thinking of the Fall of the House of Usher, was imitating Alan. And then Mr. Scratch, while possessing Alan's body, tormented Alice. And Alice decided on a plan to help save Alan from the dark place like he once saved her all those many years ago. And her way of doing that was to fake her death so, events could be manipulated so that Alan could have a chance. And throughout the entire game, he's been going through what he thinks is just an endless loop. But it turns out that is not the case. That it's a spiral, so there's a way out. Since with something like a loop, it would just endlessly happen again and again and again and again. So now it's sort of a cliffhanger of what's going to happen you know. And there's Mr. Door. Is definitely more than he seems. Way, way more than he seems. Sort of whatever rules are in the dark place aren't something Mr. Door actually has to follow. Mr. Door will follow them if he wants to, but he doesn't. He's not required to, not like Alan is. So there's definitely something going on with him. Okay, and I'm just going to head back over. I can make a few beds with this wool and wood. Luckily, I know where the aisles are, so it still feels a little creepy, but I know if I keep on going in this direction, I'm going to eventually find the aisles, and I can already see them a little bit in the distance there. So with Saga Anderson, oh yeah, Mr. Door, figure out who he is, hopefully next game. Just a random floating ice. Okay. And let's see. With Saga Anderson, she originally comes to Bright Falls following a series of murders that seem to be connected, and then eventually she and Alex Casey come across Nightingale, and then that leads her into finding about the dark place, about everything that's actually going on. And then the dark place starts to mess with her life. Her daughter, who was alive and fine, is dead, and Saga Anderson, who had a loving husband, now the husband doesn't want to talk to her anymore because he thinks Saga let their daughter drown. Let's replace the beds down here. Just God dang it. It's okay! Sure! Sure! The dogs are just on the TV, Jorah. I love you, Jorah. You not like how Mommy is playing the game? Okay. Sorry. Oh. A lot of little doggos there. I like the doggos. of the doggos. So much. Okay. Fit a lot of villager in these things. Actually, I want to try one thing. I might regret this. What, Shaw? What, Shaw? Freya? Where are you? Where's Freya? Okay. Everything seems to be good, Jorah. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. That'll be really easy to make pass. Maybe I should start making some pass and get distracted. Okay. Doggo inadvertently stopped me. Yes, I'll listen to the doggos then. They are full of much wisdom. Okay, let's go back to what I was doing. This was one of my doggos, I think. So many doggos. So many. If I had the money, totally try to make this a thing. Hey Google, how do you craft magma blocks in Minecraft? Hey Google, what are the crafting ingredients for a magma block in Minecraft?
Here's what I found on the web.
God dang it. Guess I'll look that up. Thinking about not, in this peaceful mode, I don't need defenses. But I do want to get rid of villagers that like to go out of bounds, like trying to leave, and end up just getting stuck on cliff edges. No. Want to deal with those. So I won't always be here. So I won't be able to keep them in line. Let's see, what am I? Oh yeah, doors. You notice I'm destroying blocks here, right, dude? I love my doggies, but they are not the smartest. Is that delicious mushroom I see? I'll get some andesite from the lovely Tobias. Okay, here we go. I know, I didn't realize the mushroom I killed had a kid, so until you grow up, how about, you know... Okay. You can stand there. Kind when I can be. Oh fuck! I mean fudge. I just nearly suffocated because the donkey decides it can... The mule decided it can just teleport through wood, apparently. Let's see what time it is. It's 12:01. I still have time. Time. Let's see. So Saga Anderson eventually is able to help Alan out of the dark place temporarily and allows him to finish the initiation. I believe initiation, not return. I have to look that back. And then the game ends on a super massive cliffhanger, like one of the mothers of all cliffhangers. And make you go, gosh darn it, when can I do the next game? And the next... So why there's the cliffhanger happens when, after everything's said and done, Saga tries to call her daughter. And we hear the phone ring, but we don't see if anyone answered. So we don't know if, you know, Saga and Alan's attempts to change things back to make things better actually worked. It's like, this little girl, is she alive or dead? Gosh darn it. So, it is really, really good. There's like a bunch of stuff I left out there. One, I am horrible at you know, talking about complex things without a script or even a outline. That was definitely really, really good. Can't wait to play it. And you can, for the majority of the game, you can, switch between Saga and Alan. At first I thought the screen went all black there for a second. Jesus. Yeah, I think this is good. So another house is done, and now it's really, gosh, I feel so tight here. Let's see, a smaller house here. I think I can. Let's see here. Okay, if I can. I'm gonna actually put some dirt down here. There seems to be nice paths and cubby holes. Okay. I'm gonna map a little path out so no one will actually get it or trap it. Okay. Good. Good there. Okay. It's okay. So let's see the time. I am going to take Tobias out and go over some of the land. Yeah, definitely a lot to build on. Can keep a lot of villagers here. Here we go. Definitely seems like there's more mushrooms spawning over here. Okay, there we go. I just slammed the door into my face. But anyways, I'm going to take a little break and oh fudge, for a minute I thought I became possessed by the mycelium. Anyways, okay, what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm going to take a little break, take care of my real life birdies, and then I will be back to build more houses. Woo woo! Oh. Oh, the mushrooms. They are just some of the most adorable things. They're like the most adorable possessed animals ever. Oh my gosh. And you guys, you know what to do. Take a big long stretch.